Yeah, I don't know why, but McDonald's today was its game was on point. Like both the burgers were fresh too. Like I was like, damn, son. What the thingy? What do we want for this one? Okay. Got my life staff to 10 and my void gauntlet to 11. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. You say, well, yeah. Well, this tutorial is just a little bit tutorial, and it's like, yerp. Pretty much, yeah. By the end of the game, you should know pretty much everything you need to know about the end game and what your loop is, what you're going to be doing. Once you hit level high enough to do that stuff, it'll almost immediately give you some sort of like tutorial screen that'll be like, hey, this is what you're going to be doing now.
Do you see?
Yeah, so I run all light gear besides my chest piece when I run the gear. Nice. Did you watch the same guy, I assume? Nice. Yeah, he's really, like I said, he's really good at, like, New World stuff. Like, to give you an idea, I was searching through stuff, and I kept going to videos thinking they were, I'm like, oh, this sounds like it could be good information, and then looking at the reviews, and everybody's like, dude, these videos are awful. They're actively, like, making it worse for new players by not telling them the right information. I'm like, oh, okay. Everybody's like, you should go to these guys instead, and then, like, one I kept seeing a lot was Baggins TV, and I'm just like, I think I've heard of him before. And so I took a gander, and I'm like, oh yeah, this guy seems chill. I want to say I remember up to this point, but I'm starting to get to the point where I don't remember. I don't think I remember after this story, so I might not skip from here on out, but we'll see. It might come to me as I start watching whatever next cutscene or thing or person we talk to. It's funny. I think the biggest complaint I've seen about this game is the fact that like 90% of this game's story is about like piratism and like pirates like colonialism coming here, blah blah. But like there are no ships, no naval combat. I was like, yeah. I was like, I think you guys are. I was like, it's not quite pirates. It's just the idea of like piracy, but I do get it. I understand why people would like that. The sprint is just the sprint. There isn't like a, I don't think, yeah. But if you click the sprint button, it will auto sprint so that you don't have to do anything. Of course. Find the corrupted invaders' source of power.
The destiny of this island is already decided. Do you not see it? The weak shall succumb, and the strong shall prevail.
You look at all these stragglers, dude. All these people who never played MMOs before, you can tell.
Join the Tempest.
See, all these people are level 30 plus doing this mission, and I'm level 25. I'm just like, what? What have you guys been doing, bruh? I honestly love the factions. I love the fact that you can just like level rewards with the factions and then just buy yourself sets of gear. Like that poggers. It makes the leveling seem pretty easy, plus like there are like gold level gear in there that I can grind for. It makes me feel like if my RNG is shit, it's okay. I can at least grind for something. I like that. I don't wanna be a chicken, I don't wanna be a cock. Oh, excuse me. Yup. I don't wanna be a Dickens, I don't wanna be a dude. Yeah, so I'm victorious. I'm back. I'm a goddamn champion. I'm a goddamn savior.
Don't we? Her herbalist Hill may get all the glory, but nah, you'd be a fool if you did.
Oh, Jimmy.
How made it back?
Yeah, no, I'm awesome. Yonaz. What's the bastard doing all the way down here? I never knew my father. I'm out here, so I need to get these 2 waypoints.
I'd say you're 6. You must stay quiet. Look.
Fuck yeah, look at you pushing through. Yeah, you'll probably catch up to them pretty quick. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the German or the get on later tonight, and you find out you're already past them in the story. I just hit 26. You said what? What'd you do, Hector? Yeah. I can't do my dance inside. sexy. Better stop that boo thing. Okay, and construct your heart gem in the Azov bond. Were you able to figure it out at least? To get, like, were you able to get back inside and do it? Okay. You just had to, like, literally trudge your way there, and you're like, fuck me. Yeah. Destiny ordered jalapeno bread. Damn, son. No, I think I'm officially past my where I was in the beta, because I remember crafting the Azov staff, but I don't remember crafting a heart gem after. So. Well, when you just click once with the analog stick and then just let go. Don't even touch it, and if it just keeps going, you know. Yeah. That's why I try to just let go immediately, so then I know. You know, I literally just click and then let go, and then I just try to put my hand other places, things like that, so I can just, or put my thumb on a different button. What I normally do is like you have to, once you get a mount, you can do this, but what I normally do is I start my auto run, and then I immediately put my thumb on the left of the D-pad to press the left of the D-pad to get the mount going, and then I just let go of that side of the controller entirely, or I hold on to that side of the controller, but keep my thumb off, and then use my other hand to hit the jab pen while I'm walking, while it's literally auto running for me. And then literally just every once in a while when it's like not quite going the direction you want to go, just use the camera to kind of angle it and then real quick, just tap to the left with the same analog stick that you use to flick auto run, but make sure you just don't move forward with the analog stick or backward, because then it'll pull you out
Look
of
at
the auto
that.
run,
An
from what I've
empty
noticed.
heart, sadly. Oh,
Seek out the ritual site within Amarine Templita Basima Hamas. I'll give you my penis. I should plug my phone in and make sure it's charging. This is the sweet life! I decided how I'm going to do it, Hector, and this is, I mean, obviously you don't have to do it, but this is what I would recommend. Once you hit level, 17, do your factions, join your faction, do enough faction missions to get yourself an adept set of gear, which is the first set, and then play story until you hit, like, getting close to 25, like 22, 23, and then once you hit there, go back and do more faction missions till you hit rank 2 in the faction. Do the talk to the dude and do the trial to do your rank 2. And then craft yourself a rank 2 gear set, which will be level 25. And then play the story, hit level 25, and then play the story till you get close to, like, I think level 30 is the next one. And then we'll farm for faction gear, kind of just keep doing it so that you don't have to just, like, because otherwise you're going to go and sit there and you're going to get really high level in the faction, and you can make, like, the highest gears, or, like, a gears for every, like, level, but then you're going to have to, like, wait till that level, till you actually get it. So I think I'm just going to wait till it gets a little closer, and then I'll go do the faction quests, and then craft it so that I'm, like, right there. And I'm at 26, and I think the next gear is either 30 or 35. I'll check after I hit like 27, 28. Let's see. In 6 levels, you'll get your faction quest, so. Oh, I should add you. What's your, let me see. Yeah, what's your at, dog? Just kidding. We're already friends a little bit. Because we're on, it's PlayStation. Catiel is the character, but Soul, the Darkman. It doesn't matter. It looks like we're already friends if you look at our friends list. Oh, nice. Okay. Join what? No. Did I supposed to? No, I was just like I said, I just went to the friends list to make sure that we were friends. But my game is fucked for some reason. Unable to teleport to unstuck location? Really? You have to exit the main menu, I guess. I went to do this. I went to like click on a load teleport gate like thing, and it went to pull out the map to do the teleporting, but it didn't do any of the teleporting. It just pull out the map, and like I tried to back out, and it let me back out, but like my character was stuck with the map out, but I had like my reticule so I could shoot things, and there was like everybody was there, and my HUD came back, but like I couldn't do anything. I even was able to open the menu, go to the unstuck, but it's like you can't teleport to an unstuck location. I'm like, but why? And so I'm like, all right, well if it lets me, I'll just exit the main menu, I guess, and come back. Hopefully it's teleporting. Yeah, there we go. Oh, okay. I think this is another soul trial. You gonna let me damage him at all? Like, what is it? Guess this thing has a mechanic. This is pretty good. You better.
For this to work, you must surrender without reservation. Be still. The ritual is complete. For better or worse, you are now a true Soul Warden.
His name's Did. That's exactly why he did it. The game only dropped a few days ago, so he knows what he did. He knows. Mounts at 20, factions are at 17.
But not your mind. Your mind will guide you to me.
Welcome back, Soul Warden. But with just the two of us, I suspect it would make for a... Yes, we must find allies as well. Such fools we were, to turn away those who sought to support us. Arrogance. The childish notion there was a priest who warned us. Counseled, is to meet me at the Shadow Mine Shrine.
Okay, just at 27. don't unlock the settlements over here. So I have it to travel to. That's the 2v3 that's interesting. Yeah, right? Well, at least at 13. Nice. Instead, you only, like 4 off from getting your factions. Only 7 off from getting your mount. Your MMO buddy, did he say like what MMOs he played a lot of? Or? I'm just curious. That's funny. He's like, oh, it's your first MMO. He just looks at you like, oh, this is adorable. I remember when I was this guy. Yeah, I want one. Yeah, it is.
I hoped time the order was if Umberto was even still here by that I would.
I'll give you some cheese. Dick cheese, darling. I'm stuck. Yeah, you can get like if you go to the store, there's like camp skins, mounts. There's the way there's like character skins or whatever. Obviously, you know, to make it so your skin, your cosmetics are cool. There's a couple really good ones, honestly. Not bad. I mean, you're not fine, but it's not that much fall damage either.
It is with the utmost urgency and discretion that I author this note. Out of respect for your seniority in Warsham, I choose not to challenge you publicly. It is repeated nonetheless. These poor lost souls who have wandered into town may seem to have lost their humanity. But is this not a test of our faith? The decision to bury them seems to me a decision to surrender hope. There simply must be a more humane way to handle this. Please, let us at least discuss the matter. Brother.
Cheese, right? What's up there, fudge boy? What's up there, penguin? You fudge packing son of a bitch. I'm
lost this town dearly. Even the most faithful are on the verge of despair. And as we've seen, that seems to be the true source of this soulless fear. Our hollow prayers and efforts to avoid these tragic events are only making matters worse. I cannot bear to witness this tragedy unfold. I am told of a faithful
How you doing there, buddy?
who resides west of God's manor.
You know I love you. You are my son.
Providence
My sweet bye.
I will return with the hope and the strength to save our town.
It appears that I wonder if Brother Umberto, Sir Galahad,
My boy.
the shining knight from the court of King Artorius himself, an honorable warrior. Many of the king's knights joined the art. Galahad remained at Artorius' side. Some say King Artorius fell. Perhaps Galahad can shed light on the... Yes, there are a few... You go on ahead.
Oh, thank you. Whoops. Right. Oh, okay. My gear score is at 334, and my XP, and my level is 27. Basically just my amulet, my fucking ring that are holding me back. You can't craft amulet rings, it looks like, from factions. No. I was looking and it looked like you could craft yourself a full set of armor and both your weapons all the way up through like purple and gold, but it doesn't seem like you can do it for rings and stuff. But that's okay. That would be a little OP. My penis is like a barbecue pastry. They tell you it tastes good, but it is not true. Before I forget, I'm gonna grab this. Wait. Nice. Tell Pepe he scared me. No, stop.
I do not relish striking you down, my fellow vigilant, but it is my duty. May your soul find peace, brother. Another who's not fallen is a welcome sight in these parts. Come, warm yourself by my fire.
Is that maskless Solaire?
Beware, traveler. A great tragedy has occurred here. The good people who lived in these hills have fallen, turned into soulless lost. If you've come seeking family or an old friend, I fear your journey may be in vain.
Oh, yeah. They call me Cupcake.
Then there may yet be hope. Brother Umberto is a brave soul. He and I joined forces to defend these fair lands. But the story pains me to speak aloud. It is better if you read the account in my journal, just there.
I'll read your journal. Oh, your journal is animated. That's cool.
King Artorias to these shores, and of course the wise counsel of the
Just don't make the super suit green or animated.
But the enchanter became obsessed with the island's mysteries. An insidious evil claimed his soul. The wars of crimson madness raged for a century. So many banners, all fallen to the corruption.
I'll fall to your
what
corruption.
transpired to end the conflict. We found no answers as to Mirdan's fate. No trace of the High King.
Oh, he was a high king?
Sought
He
new
was high?
peace and
Yes, that's
purpose here in the Brightwood, but it would not last. A plague of soulless lost emerged. Brother Umberto and I formed the Bright Vigil to fight the darkness. But he stood alone when I left in search of my Lord King. I returned empty-handed to witness the results of my failure. The Vigil fallen to despair, and the Brightwood bright no more.
In the Brightwood, bright. No more. Taught sandwich. Pee-pee handrich.
Yes, friend. You are now acquainted with my regretful decision to abandon Umberto and go on a fruitless quest to find the king. My only desire now is to atone for my mistakes, indeed. I would like nothing more than if you are willing to overlook my failed duties to the Vigil. It was among these townships and the nearby I know the manor well. I will
Alright,
search there for
let's
clues.
go search it and find Homie Dog, McBiscuit, Squeezins, Fresky. If I wrote my penis a dick symphony, wee. I'd put my pecker inside your pony. What would you do? I think I'm on the third leg of the quest now. Like, I have now officially talked to a third important, or like, a fourth more important NPC. Because, like, in the two first areas, depending on, like, I don't know if you spawned in that area, but, you know, you had the Black Knight Lady, and then you had the White Knight Lady. And I talked a lot both to them. And then it had the bald, kind of undead looking dude. Um, and now I'm talking to a dude in a shiny knight armor with long blonde hair. The epitome of sexy.
Umberto's journal, March 17th. A cold wind blows instead of spring, and the trees of Brightwood are dry and devoid of new growth. Poor Pastor Pruitt fell lost, along with the rest of Walsham. And now the lost are appearing here in Woolsey. Since Galahad's departure, several knights have left the Vigil, and I have begun recruiting and training the local community as new vigilantes. They've taken to calling themselves Shadow Hunters, and I will not escape. Anything that keeps them hopeful is what we do. Umberto.
I like that these quests are pretty quick too. Like each little step, you know. A lot of times if it's killing something, it's like a boss and like 8 enemies, 10 enemies, I think maybe at the most. Search a couple things. Grab things like that, you know, super easy. I like it. So we can keep an eye on each other's level. Oh, it doesn't even tell. Nope. No, no, it's okay. I'm sure, I assume you did. You've been telling me at every level, but I was just like, oh, this will be easy. Nothing. No, it doesn't give me any information other than your name. Uh, that's funny. Can I go to the social tab? Can I hover over your name? Oh, it does say you're level 15 on the thingy. That's cool. Like if I have to go to my social tab, and if I hover over it, then it'll be like, yeah, that's what level he is, bruh. And I'm like, oh, thanks.
Umberto's journal, June 8th. It is the peak of summer, but it remains cold. Crops wither in the field. It seems every week we awaken one morning to find another of the townsfolk has fallen lost. Despite my misgivings, I've come to accept the only solution is to bury them. Strange as it may be to see graveyards on the town, my greater concern is that they will soon be widespread.
Ah, Sir Gala, but we must try. I suggest.
Damn, son. Literally one more. And then you can do your factions. And then 3 more levels in your... After that, and you're a fucking Badunky Dunk queen.
Understand why you reject corruption. Is there someone telling you to do this? Lying to you about
Dude, it's funny.
everything?
You know the voice that speaks to you in your head? Next time it talks to you, pay attention and tell me it's not Loba. Loba. I was just like, dude, that voice sounds familiar, and I'm sitting here like, that's Loba, right? That's gotta be Loba. Ooh, baby, baby. Ba-bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-dum. Drop my penis to the floor. Rhinestone cowboy.
During the wars, your order insisted on the delusion that the Crimson Madness could not be defeated. Your guess, some corrupted still linger, but I assure you, the old man won't hear it. He scouts ahead. What matters most, however, is that we're united in seeking Brother Umberto. To me, it's clear. The darkness consuming the Brightwood is the lost. Umberto and I swore to fight it, and I will honor that oath. Nothing to explain how this entire region fell to the lost. Just there is evidence Umberto and the Vigil abandoned this place, but no indication where they went. Very well. I have a few more houses to search, and the Vigilants were apparently...
Ooh. You ever just suck a man off? Yeah, I don't really get the idea of these camp things, because I go to use them, and it's like you can teleport to them to 500 meters of one another, but I just don't know how to get it, how to teleport to one, like how to use it. I don't get it. Does it only work from a, I assume maybe just like from one fast travel to a camp, but that's just, there's no point of using it. It's stupid.
Condemnation of the Stott family. Let it be known that the Stott family committed crimes against the community by conspiring to hide the fact that certain members of the household had fallen. Unsurprisingly, the plague spread, and we now commit the entire family to the earth. Let it be known that the Stott family's keep and care done has been seized by the Bright Vigil, Grand Vigilant Umberto.
They call me a penis cowboy. Burn. In the night, have to smoke and crack. Said he doesn't do that, but I know he's lying about it. Get out of here. Almost level 28.
You have arrived just in time, young Soul Warden. I was becoming quite concerned.
Yes, the courageous soul we've both been waiting for. Your friend Jonas...
You are putting it mildly, Sir Knight. Seeing such numbers this far south is a sign all of Aeternum is in grave danger.
Perhaps, but at the present, I'm more concerned about tracking down Brother Umber. Yes, I remember the place. The fortress of... I will go straight away, and leave you to sort out truth and fiction with Jonas. Have no fear. If I find Umberto...
I feel guilty saying it, but I am relieved to see the night depart. The corrupted are here in Foss, just as I suspected. There is a ranger nearby. That is what you must investigate. I suggest you start in the mine. It could very well be something buried here.
I'll bury your butt in the
Find
ground.
out what the corrupted are.
Johnny! Oh, yeah, it's level 28 now. Nice, I just hit level 100 focus. After this mission, I'm gonna go back to the faction and check what level the next, like what gear or what requirement level is for the gear for the next like faction rank. They call me Mr. My Pecker's bigger sister.
Your eagle. Does it not feel right? Take that morsel from me. In return, I only ask you consider the feast I am offering.
All the small things. You hit that 17 yet, Big Daddy? Okay.
I was on the verge of going to... On the way to Cairn, I witnessed firsthand the... On that matter, I am as yet undecided. Finding
Here's
Cairn
why.
offered more. I've been inquiring around town whether anyone here was... When I saw Jonas, I
Still
knew
good.
it was... The old man has more courage than good sense. I urged him to wait, but he refused. I suggest you head north right away. I will continue to seek answers regarding
Jesus.
Go on and assist...
That one, I think if it had been in support of Israel, there probably would have been a the at the beginning of that sentence.
Oh yeah.
Not what it
I found out, Hector, what my PvP side weapon's going to be. Instead of the Void Gauntlets, it's going to be a rapier. Yeah, to get away from. It has some good evasive attacks. Shields, rather. Oh, excuse me.
Oh dear. Well, let me welcome you to the Vigil's Rest, where we guarantee our guests will rest in peace. Oh dear. Well, let me welcome you to the Vigil's Rest, where we guarantee our guests will rest.
Okay. Oh yeah, real quick before I travel to the syndicate shrine and see what the next rank gear level is.
Well then, another fox. Care to bolster that reputation of yours some more? I also have equipment available, should you find the need.
Oh shit. Chronicler isn't till like level 35. So the third gear set is 35. The first purple is 49. The second purple is 60. The last purple is 62. And then the legendary stuff seems to be 64. Oh, excuse me. Woof. Alright, I'm gonna go do some fucking faction missions so I can start getting stuff up now. Two of them are pretty close. Turn my anus inside out. Fuck yeah. So you just talk to the 3 different. You can talk to all of them, or you don't have to really. I still have I still need to talk to one of them, and I still need to finish 2 of them. But you can just talk to the purple one when you get over that direction, and then do the quest pull up. Like your mother taught you right. Sometimes my penis is so much bigger than yours. Other times it's not that much bigger than yours. You, you don't have one of the faction introductions? Interesting. Maybe it's the next level. Sometime between now and level 20, you should get a mission that says faction introductions. And it won't be a main quest marker, it'll look like the side quest markers, it'll be gold and it'll have a number depending on which number it is in the list for you. And then you'll notice when you look at them on the map, like one of them will have like a little orange icon on it, one of them will have a purple, and one of them will have green. Okay. I would just do it a few more levels. I'm sure it won't be too much longer. Oh, there seems to be a season pass, but you can only unlock it, uh, like, you can only start doing stuff in it when you're level 25, I think it was. There seems to be weapon skins, at least, in it. Okay, like I said, it might just take a bit longer. It might not be 17. I may have just been incorrect. But it's definitely sometime between 17 and 20, so it'll come soon, don't worry. For all I know, it might be hit a certain level, and get past a certain point in the mission or something. You know what I mean? Get a little higher. You buttress. You said you end up going to Ranger, right? You might actually end up going medium armor, but I don't know for sure. What do you say for you? Right? Okay. Stop. We'll be doing a lot of the same stuff. What do you go for stats? Okay. Mostly focus for you. Because I'm a focused individual. They call me Fast Traveliosa. That's not my name. Yo. Hunter, would it bother you if I had something playing in the background? Just making sure.
Where she pops her head up and says, "I loved it." We can talk a teeny bit if we are permitted to leave Seth's corner. Yes, the exit door to Seth's corner is now open. I just remember when this came out that now we knew YouTube existed. Lazy Sunday had been on there and taken off. And this was the second big thing that had some traction that came out. And we immediately went to YouTube to see if somebody had put it there. It was still well before NBC would put something there or that we would think about it.
I've been listening to
So sure enough, some random person
Seth Meyer and Lonely Island podcast.
500,000 views by Monday, which by that point was an insane amount to get in one day. And then NBC took it down right away and just buried it deep. We were upset at the time that we were being asked to make things that were viral and then quarantine them. They weren't even quarantining yet because NBC.com still didn't have video and Hulu didn't even exist. Yeah, you're right. They just took them down. I guess they were quarantining it to NBC for future growth. Yes, that was the discussion of like, we are beholden to the people who have paid for the syndication rights. Right. It was like in breach of like deals with the affiliates and stuff.
Syndication deal.
Yeah. How quickly was Hulu in the works for them? I mean, it must have been immediately, like, as soon as YouTube was happening, they were like, how can we do our own version of this?
I think it was more just NBC.com, but it was still years before that came in.
There was a long time where they were telling us, oh, yeah, and promote NBC.com. Right. And we'd be like, great. And we went to NBC.com to try and watch the videos, and they just wouldn't load. We're like, I think I'm going to tell people to watch it on YouTube. Now, this also not only opens the door for celebrities rapping for the next 2 decades, but you're going to have more people showing up who want to do a digital short now. This is now part of your future, yes, of making these. And we'll keep a running power ranking, but obviously right now, Natalie, and she might hold the spot for a long time, is the top host in a digital short power ranking.
Definitely. I mean, this was our first really successful one after Lazy Sunday, right? That's how I remember it.
Yeah, for sure. That's how I remember it too.
And I remember feeling huge relief that it went over so big because there was the Lazy Sunday expectation a little now. And we were like, shit, we did another song and people really liked it again. That was cool. Don't want to be a one-hit wonder.
I don't know if anybody ever topped her, though, in terms of like a digital short having a celebrity to come in and be the star of it.
Well, I would argue that Christmas of next year, there was a pretty big one.
That's still a two-hander, you know?
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, so is this. Don't forget about Viking Guy, who was a character.
Oh, right, the Viking. Oh, yeah, Viking Guy.
Yeah,
The
how could
second
you think
hand.
about Viking
The
Guy?
famed second hand of Natalie Rapp.
The footnote asterisk guy. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, I've been
Where are
sent
the
the script
sheep
to
here?
the collectors. And
Supposed to be
I was
sheep.
wrong about Ringo. I apologize, but they
Oh,
did
is
want
that a
Ringo.
sheep?
Dummy old fat bastard costume. Dummy old Jim Brewer go-boy. And then Natalie was super happy with the way it went. You guys, can I tease our next digital short before we go?
I don't know why you have to pick on it. I like that. Thanks, Keith. Thanks, sir.
It's back-to-back for Myers. Doppelgangers up. Oh, shit!
Hey,
Doppelgangers! Yeah, to the well. I mean, I'm in back-to-back digital shorts. I will
There's
tell you
like
that
no
after
actively
Doppelganger,
no
my
sheep
assumption
around
is
here,
I'm
obviously.
gonna be in most of them.
Especially because we're such good friends, which we are.
Yeah.
You'd think, mainstay, primary cast.
Without having rewatched it, I'm gonna say Doppelganger holds up pretty good.
I would guess as much.
Yeah, well, we'll see next week. I mean, I think Doppelganger's a pretty enticing title for our listeners. Well, you guys, this has been episode 6 of the Lonely Island and Seth Meyers podcast, where they get into the weeds about specific episodes of their digital shorts.
The weeds of life. Episodes of their digital shorts? That's the whole title.
No.
He's just reading the title.
That's the whole title.
Where they get into the weeds about episodes of their digital shorts?
Look, you signed off on it.
No, sorry,
You
I'm reading. There's a
signed
question
off
mark at the
on
end. That's...
Oh, yeah. All right, I love you guys.
Love you, buddy.
Love you. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, Lonely Island podcast listeners. This is Seth, and I have another podcast. I do it with my brother. It's called Family Trips with the Myers Brothers, and we've been lucky enough to have Yorma on, and we've also been lucky enough to have Andy.
This episode is brought to you by Airbnb. Your home might be worth more than you think. Find out how much
don't care
more
how much
at
it is.
airbnb.com/host.
What's the name of our podcast again?
I feel like you were phrasing it really good last time. So.
Was it the Lonely Myers podcast? No, right? Not terrible.
It was the Lonely Island Seth Meyers podcast where we get granular.
Oh, right. Yeah, great.
Get granular. That's what everyone wants. It's like an E40 slang. Get granular.
Get granular.
Hey everybody, I'm Seth Meyers. Welcome back to episode 7 of the Seth Meyers and Lonely Island podcast, where we get into the weeds with deeply specific details about the digital short era at SNL. I'm joined as always by the Lonely Island. Hi gentlemen.
Hi there. Hey yo.
So this is going to be a very traumatic episode for me. Let me just start by saying that. We are coming off a new high watermark in the digital short era. We're coming off Natalie Rapp's, or Natalie's Rap, depending on how you choose to phrase it. It's a hit. You guys now have 2, genuine hits in your back pocket. And now there's an era, a very brief era, where there's a dip. And it's the TMS era of digital shorts. Too much Seth.
Too much Seth.
We went to the Seth well again.
Yeah, we got a taste on Natalie Rapp of what you could bring to a short.
Exactly. So I did not, even though I was in Natalie Rapp, I didn't fuck it up bad enough. So you guys thought maybe the reason it's a hit is Seth's mini cameo.
Hard to know.
Let's flesh it out.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to discuss 2 different shorts this episode. One aired, one did not. Thankfully, we're going to start with the better of the 2 outcomes, which is Doppelganger.
Oh my god. That guy over there totally looks like you will. What? Where? Over there on the bench. That guy? No way. He doesn't look like me.
Now, you guys are the 3 credited writers for Doppelganger. Is that your memory of it?
We wrote it for our submission package. We were trying to get hired.
Question though, did we change it for air or did we just straight up? I can't remember that.
I think we invented the ending for SNL.
Yeah, it feels like it. It also feels a little bit like we were just done.
And we were like, okay, we're done with that.
I think we wrote it for Awesome Town, to be honest, when we thought we might have a sketch show at Fox, pre-SNL.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's why we had it in our back pocket. When they asked us to submit for SNL, we were like, oh, we have some sketches we wrote for our failed Fox pilot. It stands to reason because it is starring 3 people.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I remember us sitting down when we were making the submission
Well
package for
then,
writing
another
and changing
far
the names
catchable
from
to get
Keeping Your
reputation
to
of you some more.
Seth and
I
Will
also have
Forte.
equipment available.
When you watch
should
it,
you find
it does
me.
look like a Lonely Island sketch where Keev and Yorm were taken out for 2 of Andy's dad's friends.
You guys look great.
You do. You look nice. We look fine. And again, like I meant, this is going to be a traumatic episode for me. Don't get me wrong. I was super psyched to be in a digital short. I go back and I watch it, and it just looks a little wrong. By the way, I think Forte's great in it. I feel like I'm sticking out like a sore thumb.
No, not at all. In fact, you have the last line of the whole thing, which you added on set, and it's my favorite part.
Shot the wrong guy.
Well then, another
I shot the wrong guy.
catchables to get
That's what-
reputation of you some more. I also have equipment available. Should you
Yeah,
find
let's go
me.
with it. But it does feel a little bit like we're done with this sketch.
Yeah, and your tapping of the wall, kind of just figuring out, like, oh, it's a building, is one of the high points. I don't want to jump ahead, but I just want to say your performance in that moment might be the best performance in the whole piece.
Now, this is going to sound like, again, I'm really shifting gears here from saying this was a bad moment for me, and now I'm talking about all the praise I'm getting for this. But I mentioned this to Shoemaker today, and he said, oh, that's the one where you tap the wall. So tapping the wall.
Everybody loves it.
All right, I want to talk through Doppelganger really quick. It is a very simple idea. It is 3 gentlemen sitting outside 30 Rock eating sandwiches, and all of a sudden, Andy and I say to Will, oh my God, that dude looks just like you. That doesn't look like me. And we tell him it definitely looks like you with a mustache. Which one there has their own doppelganger nearby?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess you could argue
For me, definitely looking like me. There's a real big moment where I tap the wall. Everybody still talks about it.
legendary wall tap.
Laughter over the tap of the place. And then we save, we find Andy's, and cut to Horatio looking like a garbage guy standing by a trash can. All right, let's do it. And then Andy goes and stands next to him, and it becomes very dramatic. I don't know which one to shoot. What? Why are you going to shoot anyone? We can ask him something that only Andy knows. Andy, what do you think about sandwiches? I love them. Andy does love sandwiches. Everyone loves sandwiches. You're right. It escalates very quickly. Will takes out a gun.
Will takes out a gun.
Cut to me and Will and Horatio eating the sandwiches. And we realize while we're eating the sandwiches that we definitely shot the wrong guy.
Yep.
That's about it, right?
Yeah. Very, very simple premise.
We once again, we hadn't done a lot on SNL, but in our other work, we incorporated the fact that I like sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah. You and Joey, the friends.
Is that a Joey thing?
The 2 guys who famously love sandwiches.
Yeah. In what way does Joey love sandwiches? Is that like a known thing?
He's just like a big sandwich guy, I think.
He also loves pizza, to be fair.
That's true. Food in general, I think, is Joey's big thing.
Yeah, so he's got a little more of a rounded, but they had a lot of episodes to kind of round out his character. Got it.
I should note that we received a note from the podcast producers that if this could also be a Friends podcast at the same time,
they would help.
They feel like
I would
but we won't get get as granular as you can tell with the Fred's details.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm equipped. Clearly, I didn't even know Joey liked sandwiches.
That was the extent of my friend's knowledge. I mean, I think we're kind of rushing through Doppelganger, but I think Doppelganger sort of lives as a, not really an indicator of what digital shorts are going to be.
No, but I think it's a good thing for people to know that that's one of the sketches that got us SNL. So, you know, if you watch it and you're just like, I can write something better than this, then maybe you can.
Can I say, I remember being very proud of it because it was a little bit regular. Like, it has a beginning, middle, and end, and it's not flashy. I don't know. There was something about it where I felt proud of it in a different way because it didn't feel like it had any gimmicks. It felt like an actual piece of normal sketch writing.
Yes. And I will say, I actually enjoyed all of your acting, especially yours, Andy. I thought you were super natural.
Yes. Thank you. Fucking finally.
And this perfectly tees up your new turn into serious dramatic acting. Tell us about it.
What? Oh, get a plug in.
Yeah, get your plug on.
By the time these air, it'll be relevant. I'll say this. For us making stuff that was not songs, it definitely was kind of one of the, templates for us.
Yes.
Of there's like a premise. It feels grounded at first, then it escalates, then it gets faster and faster, and then it ends. And, you know, that's all sketches. But for us, it was thinking of ideas that specifically worked as a pre-tape that you couldn't do live. You would have had to do pre-tape doppelganger shots and intercut them live, and the timing would have been wonky for this idea, so it did kind of have to be a pre-tape.
Oh, right, of course.
Yeah, that's very true.
Everyone was playing two roles. It was classic Jeremy Irons, Dead Ringers.
It was basically a clumps. Or if I was going to quote Magnus McLeod, I'd say simple sketch, limited budget, perfect execution. Damn.
Well, who's Magnus McLeod?
The second comment on YouTube.
God damn it. If you were to quote.
McLeod! We really underutilized the fact that people have left YouTube comments like a decade ago.
I mean, it was from 3 years ago.
Okay, still in the mix.
And 3 years ago, Jemster also said it's pretty amazing how they managed to find actors who look so much like them in the doppelgangers, though.
That's a good comment, yeah.
We could just read these all day. They're great.
Keith, what's the most recent comment?
I'd have to organize by, sort by. Hold on. Sort by. Newest first. This is good content.
Good content.
Hold on.
5 days ago. Someone watched it 5 days ago? There's 3 different comments from 5 days ago. And one is from Joe Mama, right? Says, Will Forte's doppelganger is one of the guys in Kraftwerk, the band.
Okay, that's true. He looks exactly like one of the dudes from Kraftwerk.
And then Matthew Casella says, take the shot, with the emoji of like crying laughing. And then I think this one's a diss. Garnett Nelson says, SNL, home of horrendous closers.
Oh, well, I think that is a diss.
That is a diss.
That's a self-diss.
It is, we know.
You didn't like Bozo? You don't think you like Bozo?
Yeah, he's just not lying.
You established earlier in this podcast that I came up with the closer. You gave me credit for it.
Yeah, and I liked it then until I read that comment. Now I'm pushing the air.
Yeah, that's what social media does. Yeah, don't let it tear it apart. Oh my God, it does poison the brain. Hey, here's another thing that I want to ask you guys about. There's that weird thing where you watch something that is, in this case, I guess, 17 years old or thereabouts.
Oh, shit.
Or a super blousy shirts.
Yes, I did notice that.
Super blousy button-up shirts were guys who obviously work in an office. And I don't think shirts were that blousy then.
It felt like a 90s kind of shirt.
Yeah, it felt like the way shirts looked on Kids in the Hall or The State.
You know what it also looks like, though, is The Wire. I felt like The Wire did that really well. I think that we were a little bit more in league with what they were doing with The Wire. It was just like realism.
With this social commentary.
Yeah, these guys are shopping at Marshall. They're on their way up the ladder.
I do remember saying these are regular guys on a lunch break.
Yeah.
Like office workers. So, I don't know, maybe they made a choice over in wardrobe.
Yeah, blame the SNL costume department.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we shouldn't have looked like the Strokes. These were just work dudes.
It wouldn't have made much sense. But we are swimming in those shirts.
We are really swimming. There was a third doppelganger hiding in our shirt blouse. That was the part that was cut.
If there was a late reveal that it was actually a Quado, no one would have been surprised.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Okay,
although
sorry.
it is nice to tease Quado. If you're listening right now, know that there's going to be multiple episodes where I just go hard at Andy for Quado comedy. All right, I agree, though. I think that this is, again, is it Criterion Collection digital shorts? No, but I also felt proud of it at the time. I thought it was really nice, beginning, middle, end. Good indication of the new kind of things we can do with digital shorts. Again, now, I've been in Natalie Rapp. scored. Hidden doppelganger, scored. And I get a little thirsty, and I write one. I don't know why I'm trying to hide from it. I write handlebar and lobster claw. Good song. Yeah. Good theme song. So, didn't air. Not only did it not air, Yorm, you only think 4 of these ever didn't air?
We said that we did 101-ish on the show, but I think we probably did more like 150. Like, it was a lot. And I think out of those, 4 of them didn't air, to my knowledge. I don't know if you guys recollect it. And this is one of them.
You want to try to list them now? There's this one, there's the Zac Efron one, and then there's the Will Ferrell one.
Oh, maybe it's 5. And then there's that weird cartoon that we did, which I can't even remember what it was.
Yeah, with, who was in that one? Anna Faris.
Oh, yeah. What was it called? It was so weird. I actually kind of liked it.
I don't remember what you're even talking about. It was trying to do a cartoon, but with real faces. We were like trying to like almost collage. It was like an experiment. Oh, like the flowers and stuff? Yeah, we didn't quite have enough of a premise to make it work.
Yeah, it felt like a Korean cartoon or something.
Yeah, exactly.
For like preschoolers. Yeah. It was like a little kid thing, but then it got weird. It was really strange.
There was also Tudor, Kutcher, but got bumped.
That was a Twitter-based one.
Right. So that's 5. And then there was dudes in sunglasses looking dope or something.
That was the Zac Efron one.
Oh, that was Efron. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to ask real quick. So we've come up with these got cut. Off the top of your head, give me a number of how many you wish had aired.
Oh, I'd have to go through them all.
A higher number.
Do you think 10? Do you think there are 10 that aired that you wish? Yeah. I'm very excited to start getting to those.
Because, well, there's 2 categories for that, though. There's the ones that on the day we were like, don't air this, and it still aired. And then there's the ones that in hindsight, you're like, oh, I could have done without that air.
But that's not particularly fair because you're so exhausted by the process because most of them you did in like 48 hours. So by the end, and sometimes going to air, you were so mad at yourself for it not working that you wanted it not to air.
And I wish it would rain in that category too. Oh, never take that back. I mean, hindsight. I Wish It Would Rain is top 3 for me all time. The only regret I have about Wish It Would Rain is that we should have stuck to our guns and aired the super long version.
Yes, I mean at that point.
But we'll get there in 6 years when we do that episode.
We will get there in 6 years because we're basically knocking out one of these every 3 months.
Yeah, we're nailing it.
So wait, here's the thing I want to say real quick too. Early on, I think there was way more, if it's good, it's in, if it's bad, it's out. Later, once digital shorts became their own thing, Lauren was very loath to cut them. And I think you guys got to a place that was maybe a little divided from Lauren, where he needed a digital short, and you guys would say this isn't up to our standard, which, by the way, is fair. Every writer on SNL, no one hits their standard every week, of course. That's why it's so hard to do. But digital shorts became so valuable to Lauren that he was putting them on no matter the quality.
Well, oftentimes it's what happens with a particular cast member, where it's just
clear they're a hit, and then they get gently forced into the show to like make sure they have something because that's why people are tuning in. And I think the shorts became its own version of that. Yes.
And there was probably a happy medium, you know, if you
What
guys could have
level
cut
you at,
everyone
though,
you wanted to
Anthony?
cut, that probably would have been too many. But there
What level
probably
you
could
at?
have been 5 to 10. Now I should know, in any era,
Dude, it's
I
like
would
I
argue
knew.
that handlebar
Because I
lobster
felt it
claw
in
is
my
not gonna make
butthole.
Yeah, correct.
I might go see my butthole with the truth, but either way, I felt it.
Well then, another fox care to bolster the
So it's in there.
reputation of
Can I
yours
say
some more.
something about it? Yeah. Well,
I also
explain
have
what it is.
equipment available.
Okay, so I wrote a sketch called Lobster Bar, Handlebar and Lobster Claw.
And it's at level
It was
29.
like a 70s cop show, opening graphics, kick-ass song from the Go Team, is that?
Go Team, yeah. Yes, maybe the best part of the sketch.
All right, enough. And stop hurting my feelings. Sorry. Well, and then I like New York City. That was good. That was a good part of it. So we're 2 cops. I play handlebar. I got a handlebar mustache. Andy plays Lobster Claw. He's a police officer with lobster claws for hands.
Yeah.
Antonio Banderas is the host of the show. He is only in the opening credits as the chief. You can tell we just shot him on the roof real quick. And end of the opening credits, the scene is the 2 cops in a diner, and I'm reading the newspaper. The newspaper says a ninja has robbed a bank. By the way, as I'm saying this, I want to be like, it was funnier when you saw it. It's exactly this funny. If you're listening and not laughing, that is exactly the right response. A coffee gets set down.
It's exactly not the right response. Yeah, I love that they're just shitting on their own work.
Then ninja, is it you, Yorn?
It is.
It's you, right?
Yeah, I forgot about that part too.
So the ninja sits down. I can see the ninja.
And this is all like SNL stuff from like the 90s and early 2000s and stuff like
Zoom
that.
in on me. You think I'm about to apprehend the ninja, and instead I get a straw.
Yeah.
One of them is Dick in the Box. I'm excited for that one. They actually end up talking about Dick in the Box and Mother Lover and fucking three-way.
In the credits, I should
More
point
the
out,
more popular Lonely Island
very
stuff too.
clearly the sabotage video, except I had lobster claws.
Yeah, very borrowed from a more popular thing.
Yeah. To be fair though, there's a lot of stock footage of explosions, so you do think that the show is going to be exciting, and then it's not.
Right, that's everybody's favorite comedy move, where you set up a big, like, we're going to do a cool thing, and then you do a quiet thing. Everybody loves that. Yeah. Now, I will say, it does seem like a lot of those explosions, I think, had more success later on in the group. I think everybody It also has the rainy feel of Dyke and Fats, which was a far more successful take on the 70s cop show. But in general, I think the saddest thing that happened, I rewatched it, and I have not gone back and looked at this because we'll get into why I didn't need to go back and look at it. But late in the sketch, my handlebar mustache just starts to droop. Like one side is just, it's almost like the mustache knows. It's trying to escape the sketch. We gotta get out of here.
In a pre-tape.
This isn't even a live sketch where that can happen and you're like, they can't get fixed.
It's like a movie, you know, they start breaking. You'd be like, you couldn't fix this.
The actors are just laughing through takes. It's fine, just keep going. I liked, and then Keith said to the makeup artist, go fix that. And they're like, no.
No.
No, I know what this is. That's not going to fix this. Yeah. And they're like, it's not, Aaron.
When this doesn't work, that's not the problem. I mean, great shame, because one, it was like, oh, this is great. Now I'm Digital Shorts too. I'll just write it, and then I'll be part of Digital Shorts. So I have great shame about that. And then the other shame is not only did this not air, but it went to dress 7 times.
Oh, wow. That's why I thought it had aired, because we saw it so many times. Did not remember that.
That's why I never had to go back. I watched it, I mean, week to week, an SNL audience is vastly different. You guys will always have. Some nights the crowds are hot. Some nights the crowds are ice cold. 7.
But what about on this? I feel like we should watch all 7 versions for the laughs and just see which one it was closest on.
I mean, you know what we should do is watch all 7 versions. Take the laughs, stack them.
Yeah.
You multiply the audience by 7 and see if even then.
They're definitely different cuts, right? I thought we tinkered, yeah.
Yeah, I think we tightened it dramatically, thinking that the first one was playing in the awkward silence of just like how quiet it gets. Like, what if we speed it up?
Yeah.
I don't know if we did anything besides that. I remember you pitching one. Do you remember this, Seth?
Yeah.
You pitched at one point that what we should do is perfectly make a DVD menu as if it was a hit movie, and then do DVD commentary on top of it, where we can like pause it and fast forward it and talk about what went wrong, and then air that as a short. That's fun. And I remember thinking that was a pretty good idea. We just didn't ever write it.
Yeah.
More of the Curse Maranghi version.
It is very nice to think back to, 1, the fact that I was completely infringing on your guys' thing, and 2, you were still trying to fix it. Like, that is a great credit to you, because this was very much a doctor who should walk out and be like, she's gone.
She's gone.
You were not infringing on our things. We were still so new.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just excited to be hanging out with you and, like, trying to fix it, and we didn't know that we had a thing even yet. We just knew that we were, like, getting to make shorts in SNL, which was, like, our lifelong dream. So, for us, it was like, shit, maybe we can fix it, and then we'll get another one.
Yeah.
There was no entitlement around it at all.
I do think that I do a thing where everybody who's ever worked at SNL has done. I'm projecting how I think Lauren felt about it. Mm-hmm. That Lauren was like, can someone tell Seth he's not the Digital Short guy?
Can somebody tell
I don't prove
Seth?
that he said it, but I feel as though it's a thing he said.
When you do watch one that is not doing well, it does immediately put you back into that chair under the bleachers with Lauren and just feeling that space of nothingness while he glances over at you, disappointed.
Okay, but as my mom would say, now let's say something positive, right?
Great, right.
I like the look of it.
Looks really good.
Yeah, when it starts,
Yeah.
it's got good energy. As we mentioned, the music's dope. I like
seeing you and me together, especially because we look so much younger.
So much younger.
And I'm in. And then it just doesn't hook me. But I will say there's something there. We just never quite figured it out. I like your looks. I like the 70s style cop, like street cop outfits. Like they're not dressed in police blues. They're dressed like cool leather with like the badge on the necklace. And I like there's big cardboard boxes you're running through and stuff. I like that. There's something there.
The lobster claws are very good. And also, again, Andy, your acting.
You love my acting.
I love your acting. It was very subtle.
Weird.
Well, especially at that time, I was ham-boned McGee, so for
Colored
me
things?
to do with that, that subtle was a
So
great
let me see your
at that time.
share
But the
your
lobster
screen up.
claws did look good.
Big
As
Daddy
always,
Diesel.
prosthetic and makeup and all those guys did a great job.
Yeah, some
All
don't work.
Scorpion suck,
Yeah, and
yeah.
Antonio Banderas
They
is
call
actually
me
sort of
Mr. Sucky Butt, dude.
Antonio Banderas has two shots. He basically runs along the roof, and then he stops and finds the camera, and you realize he's...
Pause that while I look at yours. Wait a second. I always press the wrong one while I'm looking at it. I'm trying to look at it. Hold it. Open your map. Open your map real fast again. No. Those are just like, what's it called? So those are just like places that are owned by it. Is that, have you done that, the soul trial here? Yeah, like your first level 1, I mean your first like solo dungeon. I think after you do that, you'll probably get factions unlocked. Yeah. Once you blast through, you'll end up getting it, I think. They call me Jeffrey.
It's that kind of
If
actor
after
who's
you do
super fun
that,
to look at.
it doesn't give it to you
And then he
yet,
does
let
the
me know.
punch at
But
the
I'm pretty
end.
sure
Yeah.
it will.
Whatever he's doing, some action move. Which also, by the way, if we had cut that into young Chuck Norris, no one would have noticed.
We should have just cut shots of this into young Chuck Norris. But once again, back to what you were saying, Yorm, another promise we then don't deliver on, which is we put Antonio Banderas in the opening credits.
Yeah.
Being kick-ass, punching,
Nothing more disappointing for an audience.
and then he's not in it.
But I will say we knew that was funny.
Yes, we enjoyed that.
Like, it's an annoying joke, but it was funny to us.
I remember enjoying the company of Antonio Banderas and Matt Dillon a great deal. Don't remember much about these shows. Do you guys remember much about these shows?
I wrote a Legends of Zorro sketch with Horatio, and I remember that was like one of my first times like writing in another room with other people, and so that was kind of memorable for me.
And did we get mad at you for stepping out on us?
Oh fuck yeah! I mean, I was ostracized entirely.
I don't remember anything about that sketch, but I'm gonna guess Horatio was a other Zorro.
Yeah,
Who was worse.
yeah.
Same thing.
Your name is on it as a writing credit. So.
Yeah, I had a sketch cut from Dress in both shows that I have no memory of. One called Soccer Game that I wrote with Fred, no memory, and one called Brain Eaters that I wrote with Fred, no memory of that either.
I mean, once you were head writer, Seth, I tried and get your name on anything I could to try and give it a shot of getting picked by you.
Gotta stack your bets.
Oh, you would put my name on it so that I would then, my own ego would...
Yeah, you'd be like, oh yeah, I guess
There's something about this one.
I guess I did more Roma. But alas, it was not to be. Andy wasn't allowed on stage. Only in the edit bay and on the rough streets of Manhattan.
Oh boy.
Just kidding, Juliana cleaned all that shit up on her.
America's Mayor. Lonely Island Podcast is supported by Airbnb.
Seth, I don't know if you know this, but when I was out in Los Angeles, when we
You know what? You'll have to. Then you might have to level yourself a little bit before. The ad? You mean the sports store guy? The sorcerer guy? I see. Then probably just do a couple side quests in the area, level yourself like a level or twice. Skipping a little bit further. This is a really long ad. There's a bunch of stuff there. I mean, we're not doing this one. I feel like it's good.
It's funny to me that Arctic monkeys are now way older than men.
Yeah, they were pretty badass, as I recall.
In my head, Arctic monkeys were super young dudes, and now they're 40, right? I feel like they're
You're gonna come to me? Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I will say they impressed me.
I'm gaming it though, if it's okay for a little bit. Just pause this. Give me 1 second, I have to.
My feelings are like that. Oh.
I once had to talk down. No. Alright, I'm back. Doing some of these facky action missions there.
Well then, another care to bolster the reputation of yours some more? I also have equipment available, should you find the need.
Nice. A little over halfway to 3. How was your day, baby? That's good. You had some pizza? The pizza. Cheese it, no knees it. Getting some lagos done.
Well then, another care to bolster the reputation of yours some more? I also have equipment available.
What is the main mission? Okay. Let's see. What have I already got? Still need this one, and this one. And then, as far as for this one, we should just finish this side up. Put this So next I'll be done with this side. If you need anything, baby, let me know. There's, I know you ate recently, but there is fresh, I got fresh milk yesterday, so if you want some of your, like, Wednesday cereal or something. Let's see. Once I get to like level 30, 32 area, we're gonna start hitting faction plus again, especially since now I know it needs to be 35 to hit that new gear. I assume you just didn't want to go home, baby. Is your mom on one today still? Didn't need her to give her a reason either. Didn't even need to be there to give her ammo either. You don't know how to do anything? You see? Oh, you don't have to move it. Let me just look at this and see. It looks like it might be. Turn it around for me. I think it might be. Not that you did it backwards, but this I think needs to be on this side. Just the paper itself. Here, hold. Is this okay? How did these balls come out? That's how do you? How'd you get the ball? Oh, also just pushing it there. Can it this just? I didn't want to do that, but that works. I love how it's like it didn't want to do it all. I'm trying to get this ball out of the little gray thing here. I just don't know why it was so easy for the... No, I know, but I'm trying to get this part out. I don't have a good enough... Yeah. You can try to... I'm trying to get the ball out of the gray part so that we can get the paper off. Yeah, the ball. That worked. Okay. Okay, so here, do you mind putting this ball in that bottom there? The idea is the sides of this identical. Okay. I think the way you had it was still right. Okay. The only thing that was wrong... I'm dumb, actually. You're gonna have to pull those out. Sorry. Trying to think. Came out. Let me see the page for the sticker, or this part rather. Alrighty then. I think it's this way. Like so. And then let me see those two black ones. You had the little black ones. Them little black balls. Them chocolate salty balls. And then boop. Who's? Anyway. No, he's like 4,000 miles away. We haven't been playing together yet. He only just got the game like an hour or two ago. Let's see. And then what you do is whichever side the balls are on, mate. And like this side. And like this side. And then this is then going to be attached to this. Let me put it on. Oh yeah, that works. And there you are, my love. Okay. Day streaming. Hey, dude, how's it going? Hey, I appreciate you coming in, man. Sorry I didn't see you before. I was helping my fiance with her Lego. I do appreciate you subscribing, though. Yeah, I just ran that bunny over. Ran that bunny over too. Mark that waypoint to do.
In my most dire estimations, I could not have imagined how desperate the
Oh, by the way,
situation has
babe,
become.
it's not okay if you
A
come over.
few
No,
years ago, the Great Cleave was quiet, safe.
I love how it's okay if if it's okay.
Dominion.
Yeah, I just didn't see it at first. I'm sorry. Lego leaps.
It means the any day now. Their forces with the walls of Calvary are no. I would suggest we lay claim to this fort, but if there's a way to remove, but we will.
It's more Kool-Aid, motherfucker. Oh. How you doing over there, Hectorini? Oh, where'd you go? Oh, okay. Katie's building her Legos. You went to Solvang, right? Baby? What was the pizza place? Viking something or other, right? Can I see how the pizza looks, other than obviously the pineapple? I won't. Oh, okay. I don't want to judge you or anything. Oh, that looks good. Yeah. Looks like a taste very far from like where we get dropped off at the bus stop. Also, Travis said it'd be fun if we came up there. Yeah, of course. But yeah, I think we should start looking at like ticket prices, and I think we should. What I normally do is, honestly, I'm old-fashioned. I just call Amtrak and tell them like, hey, I need to be picked up. I'm gonna be picked up in Santa Maria, and we need to be taken to like somewhere near Vancouver. And they'll be like, all right, bus is gonna pick you up in Santa Maria. It's gonna take you to the nearest train station. Train station's gonna take you this way. You're probably gonna have to segue from one train station to this train station, or you're gonna have to segue to a bus stop and then a Segway station, and that'll make it cheaper. I try not to have very many stops because I always get nervous I'm gonna like miss my stop or something, but I never have. So far. Knock on wood there. Yeah, me and Katie are talking about doing a Washington trip. Yeah, we've been talking about wanting to do a trip in general, but she hasn't seen her sister in a long time, and she lives up there, and I haven't seen Travis in a while, and I miss him. I didn't get to go up there when he got married, so I feel like this is at least what I can do.
Well, now, I heard this.
Now that
You
we're
joking?
getting married.
People down there don't like to talk about this.
If you press touchpad over to the settings tab, like gear little thing, it'll say settings unstuck, recall to if. You can unstuck. Big Daddy Diesel, don't you know my measle? BBLs for Trump. God damn it. Holy shit. They be rolling.
I suppose you're more interested in hearing about this course, though. Well, the dark truth is those right Mayor Pennyfather in Calvary. He...
I apologize, Hector. I should have taken into consideration that I was playing the healer, and that it would be a little easier. I should have just told you to, as a recommendation, to play a tank, then you would have also not had to worry about it. Oh, fuck that. Are those Legos?
What?
In your ears?
Yes.
What are they? Are they Lego Wednesdays? That's awesome.
I got them at the bookstore when we went.
That's cool. Talk to said Galahad. The butt munch butt sucker bit fucker rucker.
I saw Jonas in the tavern. He's recruiting new soul wardens and entertaining some dream of claiming Care Done for the Order. Balmy as ever. But I'm glad he's back behind town walls. Good work.
Thank you.
I'm afraid I haven't been quite so successful. The only thing I've learned is that Umberto hasn't been seen for years. The people of Calvary are strangely quiet when the subject of the Bright Vigil comes up. I did speak with the mayor.
God's ears! Will you people preposterous? Besides, dredging nonsense.
Also, Hector, I don't know what level you hit in the beta, um, but if you go, did you? So if you press, how did I do it? I don't remember how I did it. If you, oh yeah, if you press if you notice your inventory, and then you press up on the D-pad, and then you go down to headwear, chestwear, gloves, legwear, footwear, you'll notice that we got some gear from hitting the level in the beta. Yeah. So then it'll give you, I mean, it's not super cool or anything, but it is a quick trans mod that's better than like a bunch of hodgepodge gear until you get to the end, and then you can start, you know, going for the look you want to be iconic. I get all kinky. Hector's like, I touch the kitchen sinky. Abandoned straw doll, eh? Okay, hold up. One of the locations, the Hunter's Lucky Charm. Sounds a lot like my left testicle. You mother. Offer mementos for the proper gravestones. I'm not gonna do that. Do the last one first. Oh yeah, I'm the best.
Notice to the people of Morgenstadt. By decree of the Grand Vigilant Umberto, the following families will be relocated from the town to be sheltered in Sonnesbruck Cathedral. Wallace, Van Hussein, De Goya, Fujiwara, Kao, Kazakov, Khalid, Desu. Moira, tell the families there's no time to collect valuables, that they can return for those later. Once they get to the cathedral, administer the draft, and then commit their poor sleeping souls to the air. Let us pray this will prevent their dour dispositions from infecting the rest of the village. Umberto. P.S. Don't worry about Penny, Father. I've informed him of the consequences of interfering.
Is it? How so? Is it just a random enemy supposed to spawn, I assume, right? That's weird. Yeah, they take some time, but I don't think they normally take that long. Maybe just stand like there, close, like press start, go to main menu, and then go back in, and maybe he'll just respawn, or he will spawn as intended. That's fair. Leaving and come back might also work. Alright, let's see here.
I see. The atrocities. Yes, I knew. Every day I live with the shame of my silence. I recruit. You should speak to...
I think the max level on this game is higher than Throne of Liberty 2. I think it's 65.
Greetings, young warden, I must ask. What did you... As unpleasant as it... I will go and speak to the mayor myself. In the mean, did Pennyfather give you any leads to follow? Someone who... Very well. Then I will attempt to learn more about... It first appeared in the Eastern... If there are no other...
Nice little buddy. Katie's boobies are so much bigger than mine.
Please give him my regrets. I don't have the interest or the time for social engagement. He told you! Well then. Despite Pennyfather's hopes, restoring the entire forest is impossible. That fort on the hill? The Bright Vigil was up to some dark deeds there. Believe it or not, I could cure. See now, patience is rewarded. The last vigilance fell at Bright Rest Cemetery. If you'll recover their sigils and meet me at the post-Strecken Shrine, I'll
He's like, I don't know. Yep, as long as you're in a safe zone that has a fast travel or whatever, I think you're pretty much set. Let's do some patching first. That guy's name is Joseph Smith, Shaker of Worlds. Joseph Smith was a prophet. Blah 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 blah. Dum 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 dum. Oh, there it is.